Scorpio. Lord Jesus, Scorpio. Take number 6. Take number 6. I literally have for 3 days been trying to do this video in between work and everything. And I keep going and it's saying it won't save. It won't save. I'm about to lose my goddamn mind. Then I said, maybe Scorpio is just cursed. Maybe I can't do Scorpio. I'll just skip and go to Taurus because I've been having Taurus wait because I needed to do Scorpio because I'm OCD like that. And then Taurus wouldn't save. So I'm like, what the fuck? Nothing is on my thing that's taking up space. Nothing. So I don't know what is going on. It's always the last goddamn 2 readings. I don't know if Spirit is trying to make me rest in between or what the hell, but we fixing to get this Scorpio. I done done this reading so many times and I can't tell you shit about what I said. I cannot. I know that from the last message, some of you are going to be going through some type of competition. Now, this could be competition for a job. This could be competition within a relationship. But I feel like you're going to be going up against some people where you're having to either defend your position or you're going to have to stand up for yourself. You may have some people that are challenging you. And I see a lot of worries and fears about this Scorpio. So for some of you, you could have somebody trying to challenge your relationship. For a few of you, you could have somebody that is trying to challenge you at work. And for a small percentage of you, I feel like you're going up for a position or a new job, and you're just dealing with the competition of having to interview with a lot of people and go through that. Some of you are definitely moving away from a situation that has been really kind of holding you stagnant, where it's like, we got to make a decision. Are we going to move forward or are we going to walk away? And for some of you, this could be with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or a fire sign, Leo, Aries. What did I say? Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I'm so confused. I did this reading so many times. I'm getting confused. So I feel for some of you, if this is a love relationship, you could be dealing with a third party situation where if you're dating somebody, they could be dating other people. If you're married, you could be dealing with somebody that's stepping out. Of course, this is a general read for some of you. This could be you doing this to people around you. But I do feel like there's going to be some conflict because of choices that need to be made within either a relationship that is platonic or with family or with a love interest. Some of you could be dealing with a really bossy fire sign person that could be trying to be a little bit too dominant on you or giving you ultimatums. This may even be you trying to give this fire sign an ultimatum. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. I feel like a lot of you are going to be butting heads with an air sign person, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Now, if they're not an air sign person, this could be somebody who's just very bold, very direct with the way that they talk. Maybe a little bit too much. I mean, Scorpios stand their ground most of the time. And some of you may be challenged by somebody. That could be where the competition is coming from. So let's look into it, Scorpio. Okay, 6 of Wands, 6 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Air, 6 of Air, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Release. Let's see. The Hermit, the Emperor, 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, the High Priestess, 5 of Pentacles, and let's see, Life Experience. And I'm going to pull the bottom just to kind of see. Yeah, 9 of Wands. So some of you definitely are standing your ground with something. You're being pushed. I feel for some of you, definitely could be within a job situation. Some of you may be in a job where you feel like you're not making enough money, or there could be an issue when it comes to what you're getting paid. Some of you may feel like you're working really hard. You're being a workaholic. You're putting a lot of energy in towards a job, but you're not getting what you feel like you deserve out of it, or you feel like you can make more. Some of you definitely could be having a problem with a boss when it comes to your financial situation. I feel for some of you with the Four of Pentacles, either you feel like something is being held back or you feel like you're not making enough and your budget is too tight. So for some of you, you definitely could be either looking for a new job, because we got the release card walking in a different direction, looking for something different. And it could be because of financial reasons for money. Some of you are feeling like maybe your work environment could be a little bit hostile too. And you could be dealing with an air sign. This could be a male or a female, somebody that is just very direct, causes some drama, could be gossip involved with this. And for some of you, you may be thinking, I don't get paid enough money to put up with this shit, especially if this is a supervisor. Some of you may really be having an issue with work. And I think for a lot of you, if you are dealing with a work situation, may have tried to look away and deal with this, but it may be coming to the point where it's like, I'm not making enough money to keep putting up with this problem, and I need to look at something different. If you look at this as an energy, some of you may be cutting away things that are not conducive for your growth. You may be cutting away people that you don't want to deal with anymore. The Hermit card is somebody pulling away. I don't have time for this. I don't want to deal with you people. I want to concentrate, focus on myself. Major spiritual growth going in too. Some of you are looking at things differently. If you had things that were holding you back, you could be cutting away these issues. Six of Swords, moving to something where it's very, could be chaotic or volatile, and moving towards something that is smoother. Not wanting to take shit off of anybody anymore. For some of you, if you are in a relationship, you could be dealing with a partner. This could be somebody that is air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Some of you definitely could be having some problems with somebody. Three of Swords could be cheating, or there could be a third party interference into your relationship, whether this is another person trying to break up your relationship or your friendship. And some of you may have a very bold, direct person that's causing conflict or gossip to your relationship. I feel like for a lot of you, you're coming out on top, Scorpio, because you got Six of Wands, which is victory, going through some shit, some tough things, and standing your ground. And then we got Nine of Wands. So for some of you, yeah, you had to get your spear out. So you may have to put somebody in their place, Scorpio. You may have to say, look, I can't deal with this shit anymore. You may embody the Queen of Swords and be like, look, I don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Let me go. You may be cutting away this person and going into hermit mode. I said what I said. I said what I said, and then you're coming out victorious. I don't want to deal with this anymore. For some of you, I feel like you had a situation where you were trying to maybe hold your emotions or hold your tongue. Maybe you realized with the Three of Swords that something was going on, that maybe somebody that you were dealing with was stepping out on you or doing something that had deception to it. We got the High Priestess. Your intuition could have told you something wasn't right. And you're like, what the hell? So I'm going to just kind of pull back a little bit, use my intuition, see what's going on. And Three of Swords comes up. So for some of you, you may have had a dream or had some intuition that somebody you were dealing with was doing you dirty. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be just with love. Three of Swords could definitely, it's emotional hurt. This could be a friend. This could be a coworker, somebody you considered as a friend that may have did you a little dirty. You come out victorious anyway, though. You had to get your sword out or your spear, but you come out victorious. Some of you, Spirit was telling you, pay attention to what's going on. Look how you feel with the people that you're dealing with. Look how you feel with the people you're around. Some of you kind of pulled back from the situation so you could get a better view of it, so you could connect with Spirit. Let me see. Open my eyes to what's going on. And some of you decided when you saw something that you didn't like, I'm walking away from that situation. Whether this is a job situation or a relationship, some of you saw something that you needed to see. You pulled back, you looked at it, and you're like, I'm out. I'm not going to do it. I'm moving towards smoother water. I don't want to do this anymore. Not giving up on yourself, standing your ground. think some of you were trying to pretend like there wasn't a problem. And Three of Swords is showing there's emotional hurt. So you may have tried to not look at something, but it's showing that you got hurt enough that you felt like maybe I need to look at this thing and walk away. Spiritual growth, spiritual transformation. Some of you may definitely be having some type of clairvoyant moment, prophecy, dreaming about things before they happen, seeing something happen at work or something happen in your relationship. You know how you have that dream where you wake up and you hit your partner and you're like, they wake up like, why you hit me? And it's like, I saw you with that bitch. I saw you in my dreams at the restaurant. And they like, what are you talking about? I'm faithful. I ain't never been with nobody else. And you're like, I saw it. I saw it. Spirit showed it to me. And they looking at you like you batshit crazy. But some of you, this really is spirit guided. This is your intuition. High Priestess is saying, pay attention to the shit that's going around. There's something you need to see. And for some of you, it definitely could be something that has to do with cheating or betrayal. Some of you, this could be somebody trying to do something against you at work. Whatever it is, you come out with victory. You do come out with victory, Scorpio, because you've been warned. Pay attention. Some of you are going to be walking away from a job that could have a very hostile or inappropriate boss. For some of you, I get sexual harassment. Won't apply to everybody. But for some of you, you could have a boss that's making things very, very difficult. And you're like, you know what? The coins, I'm not getting paid enough. I don't feel like I have enough. I'm working really, really hard. But there's still a lack of money. I need to start looking for something else. And some of you are, because we got Ace of Pentacles coming in. This is a new job. This is good news about money. And if there was a lack of money, you're moving towards something where you're making more money. So some of you are going from a 5 of Pentacles to a 10 of Pentacles, and it's because you have to walk away from a bad situation to get there. So for some of you, a person is making you feel uncomfortable, and it's like, I need to go ahead and move, but maybe you're scared. But then the High Priestess comes in. Spirit is like, look, pay attention. It's time to move towards something smoother where you can actually make more money. Stop pretending like you don't see things. There's a problem. You know that. That's why you got to pull away and look at things. Go sit in the corner. Watch people. Let them, you got to know what's going on. So for some of you, I do feel like you're watching somebody, because the Hermit and the High Priestess tells me, if you're not getting card readings on somebody, or somebody may be doing this to you, trying to figure out what you're doing. But it is showing that somebody is contemplating, or there's introspection. They're going in to look at things a little bit clearly. There's a spiritual connection. It could be somebody that's really gifted, or it could be going to somebody that's gifted. I feel like for some of you, there's definitely a move coming in, and it could be because of an ending of a relationship, whether this is you moving out or somebody else moving out. For some of you, I feel like this could be a business move. But it is showing, Scorpio, that you have something definitely that is going to be opening up and taking you in another direction, because we have the release card where some of you are walking away from something to go towards something brand new. This is a time to move on. Significant life change. This is being more confident. Time to spread your wing. And the thing about it is, where is she with her spear? We have, let me get her. Y'all know I just free throw. We got 9 of Wands. This is somebody that is learning to believe in themselves, learning to stand up for themselves, learning to do what is necessary to move forward with the help of spirit. Whether you want to call it God, the angels, the demon in your basement, whatever it is that you're dealing with. Some of you are dealing with a higher power that's telling you it's time for you to stand up. Your life is changing. Things are going to be changing for you. And you may have to defend who you are and become stronger. Get your courage up. Stop pretending that there's no problems. Look at the stuff head on and start dealing with it. And for some of you, you're getting this message. I'm not happy at my job. I'm going to move. I'm dealing with somebody in a relationship that may not be treating me well. It may be time for me to move on. Won't apply to everybody, because some people don't want to see. We got 2 of Swords. They don't want to make a decision. They don't want to see it. They're at an impasse. There is no problem. I'm going to be okay. Everything is going to be all right. But deep down inside with the high priestess, some of y'all know it intuitively. You can pretend like you're okay. You can pretend like everything is all right. But for some of you, you know that you are in the midst of a problem. So there's definitely some spiritual growth that's coming through, and there's some clarity. And some of y'all are going to have a hard time dealing with the clarity and seeing what you need to see. I feel for some of you, you could have a family, you could have children, and that's why you can't. You're a little bit worried about making this jump. There's a lack of money. There's a lack of finances. Believe in yourself, though. And for some of you, because you can do that, you're applying for a job, you're putting your resume out there, you're opening the doors up, but you having to protect what you created. You're working hard for something, and it's showing that you're working hard. Some of you are workaholics. You're putting in a lot of energy. For some of you, if you are going up against somebody for a new job, this competition, you're fighting for this job. You're in a place of lack. You want that 10 Pentacles. Here's the Queen. Queen of Pentacles is, I'm working my ass off because I want this 10 of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles to me embodies energy in this spread. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, but I feel for a lot of you, this is being a workaholic. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Definitely trying to open yourself up and working hard. Some of you definitely are dealing with a cheating or three-party situation. You don't want to see it. You don't want to deal with it. But for some of you, there's something that's going to come to light where you have to. And it could be with an air sign person. You could be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and you bust them. You find out something is going on because there's a lack of progress. They're not snuggling the way they used to. They're not giving you sex the way they used to. They're not coming around like they used to. And that high priestess is like, you got to look deeper. Something's not right. Some of you will not be able to pretend anymore because you're going to have to see it and release. And it could be because Three of Swords. Too many people involved in a relationship. So for some of you, definitely, there's an emotional connection with having to deal with, unfortunately, a three-party situation. Could be somebody that's flirting a lot. They could be having some type of online profile. This could be even you doing this to somebody else. It's a general read. It could go both ways. But this is somebody who has too many options. Way too many options. So some of you may find that you're dealing with somebody that's dealing with a lot of people. For some of you, that is competition. Whether it's a romantic competition or with a job competition, this is a lot of people that you're going up against. Either they want your partner, they want what you have, they want your job position. So some of you definitely could be dealing with competition, and it's going to cause you to rise to the occasion where it's like, hell no, I'm protecting what I have. I'm protecting what I want. For some of you, this could be a job. For other people, it could be going against people for a home. Maybe you're putting money down on a house or an apartment, and you have other people that are interested, and you're trying to see what's going to go on with that. Some of you are definitely with love, putting your foot down. A three-party situation, emotional hurt. Some of you are not ready to release, and some of you are. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio spirit. Some of you definitely are heading to success. Scorpio, you have an opportunity that's coming in with this job. We got Ace of Pentacles, and then we got 10 of Diamonds. So we got business success. And then we got 10 of Pentacles. Some of y'all are going to be coming into some money. Good money. A good job that's paying money. An opportunity that is coming that's opening up. And you coming from a place of lack where you didn't have enough. Now you have more than enough. And that's why a lot of you are fighting for it and protecting this job or this opportunity because you know the potential that you have to move forward. Some of you may be coming out of this thing where a relationship is distracting you. And there's like, okay, I got to make a decision. For some of you, this could be a job, leaving a job. If it's the job with lack, moving away from the 5 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles, that's a no-brainer. But for some of you, you have children. Could require traveling, could require you to move. Something that maybe you're not ready to do. And that could be a problem. For some of you, Scorpio, not everybody. For a lot of you, hard work pays off. You get what you put into it. You're a workaholic. You've been pushing yourself. You're defending what you created. And for some of you, you're using this money to move somewhere else. I feel like some of you are going to get some message about a job opportunity and then things slow down because they're interviewing a lot of people. And some of you are going to be a little bit afraid. Is it going to open up for me? Is this really going to be good for me? I feel like there could be a few opportunities coming in and the price range or the fee or the pay scale on them are different. Some are maybe something you want to do, but it's paying less money. And then you might actually luck up on something or pray something in or manifest something in that has a lot more money to it. But there's definitely growth for a lot of you. If you're being distracted by a relationship because of the emotions and hurt, I see a lot of you are going to try to start focusing more on your money. Yeah, we got somebody cutting away something. Indecision about love. They're being distracted, but then it's showing a new job comes in and they're like, fuck love. Let me get my paper up because emotional upset. You know how it is. Your heart is broken. You can't do nothing about it. So I'm going to focus in on my money. And some of you, it's broken because of cheating. Somebody's going to be telling y'all the person is a friend. Don't worry about it. They just a friend. I'm not sleeping with this person. They're just a friend of mine. But they're not. So for some of you, you literally, the high priestess is going to be look closer because we got betrayal. Watch your back. Some of you, this could be a friend that you go to dinner with your partner, your spouse or whatever, and then you find out that they're having some type of affair on the side. Emotional hurt. And some of you just don't want to see it. You feel it. You may have found something out. You don't want to deal with it yet. And it could be because codependency, a lack of money. I can't leave yet. Some of you are waiting for this money to come in. This Ace of Pentacles, this good news about money. So you can move. So you can leave. Because of a situation where there was 3 parties. For some of you, you literally could be dealing with just a horrible boss, a supervisor, somebody that is just really, really kind of getting on your nerve. And you're like, I'm ready. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm ready to move forward. I don't want to deal with it anymore. For some of you, you could be going back to somebody from the past. This could even be you getting tempted by somebody from the past. That could be where the 3-party situation comes in. For some people, this could be somebody connecting with a lover from their past. So Scorpio, this could even be some of y'all that may be walking away from a relationship or a marriage because you rekindled something. Moving away from a chaotic relationship and moving towards something that could be smoother. For some of you, you definitely are going to be moving on. If you have somebody that's kind of fucking over you, though, it looks like you may have victory because High Priestess is showing that you're going to see it. Now, if it's general, somebody could be busting you and going through your phone. Somebody might be sitting back and watching. If this is not you watching somebody, this is somebody watching you. Cutting away things, toxic relationships, moving forward, releasing. So some of you, there's spiritual growth and there's growth that's coming in as far as emotional maturity because you have to deal with something that maybe you didn't think you were going to have to deal with. There's some growth that's coming in where you need to see something important and make a decision. And for some of you, it's your relationship. For a few of you, it's just an opportunity where there's competition and it makes you dig in and want it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to do it because I need it. My money's not right. I need this money. I need this job. So some of you really are going to be putting your foot down and fighting for it. And it's showing improvement in your finances because of it. For some of you, better improvement. 10 of Pentacles improvement. So Scorpio, I hope that finally this one saves. It was a good reading. I love you guys. Fingers crossed where we